Hey buddies, Liz Joe today. I want to talk a bit about the chili chicken. Fusion cuisines are sometimes hit and miss. Sometimes they go all wrong. Fusion, as in both in terms of themes of ingredients as well as civilizations, right? For example, maybe Greek food and I don't know Indian food or Mexican food and Chinese food and so on. So you can mix them up and all that, and the results may definitely vary, right? And also ingredients. Sometimes you have to go for a certain theme. If you put jarring ingredients together, you can get a mess in your hands. Let's say if you make curry noodles and then you throw in some chocolates inside the boiling curry, it's gonna be it's gonna be like disgusting, I think, at least. So sometimes it's hit and miss, but one of the biggest hits I would say is chili chicken. All right, now this is what we call under the category of Indo-Chinese cuisine, and Indo-Chinese cuisine is very mainly originated in Calcutta in India because there's a decent number of Chinese immigrant community there from years back, and they do have Chinese restaurants, open Chinese restaurants in various parts of India. Even in South India, you can find some of them, and they are famous, very famous for certain specific dishes, right? For example, gobi Manchurian or other chicken Manchurian, gobi Manchurian. So the whole Manchurian thing started, if I recall correctly, in Bombay, one of the Bombay cricket clubs, where the chef wanted to do something new. Now, regarding chili chicken, the history that I can find at least is not so specific in terms of, let's say, the year it was started or the person who started it or the location and so on, but it's generally said to be originating from the Chinese community in Calcutta, India. So how does it give a twist? You see, Indian cuisine is very spicy, and it's got a lot of how to put it, a lot of notes inside there. Okay, whereas Chinese cuisine try to go in a more simple way most of the time. And some regions in China, they do like their sweetness, right? Okay, that's why you got the like sweet and sour chicken, and all these are Chinese dishes. So what happens in this Indo-Chinese blend is that, one, you will notice on one side you'll have all the Indian elements of it. You'll have the ginger garlic paste, and and all the 5 6 herbs and spices. And what they will do to give the Chinese element to it is that usually they'll bring in the soya sauce to it, the cornstarch to it, okay, and the sugar, and these is the Chinese angle of it. So what happens is, this is a classic example of chili chicken, whereby they okay, it depends if you want your chicken to be crispy or not. For me, I don't mind it either way, right? If you want your chicken to be crispy in the final dish, you'll probably want to fry the chicken last. Basically, cornstarch, and then some general purpose flour, and a bit of baking soda if you want, and then the usual thing, a bit of salt, and you sort of mix up the thing, and you're gonna fry it towards the end. And early on, you're going to prepare your the gravy portion of it, right? So you'll be needing your soya sauce, light and dark soya sauce, and then you'll be needing your spices, okay, ginger garlic paste, and did I mention soy sauce? Yeah, I mentioned the chili sauce, and all these things. All right, so this gives it that very interesting, spicy yet sweetish one. So of course, each restaurant has their own blend and way of doing it. But I find generally those who get the sweetness and the spiciness balance right, that they are the one that really enjoy. I really enjoy having this as a snack or as a side dish with like things like naan pulka and all that. And how to say, even on its own, just with some masala chai or what, it's really awesome. I really feel like satisfied eating it. Okay, and of course you got other regional, other countries who do similar kind of dishes. One I can often remember is the whole series of Korean fried chicken. I mean, Koreans are really, like, they are really hardcore fried chicken people. So after the 80s era, where Kentucky Fried Chicken was popular, when the Korean wave hit the people in the 2000s, and also the Korean Fried Chicken became a big thing, and you had all these variants of it, garlic Korean Fried Chicken, and cheese Korean Fried Chicken and all that. So they have this honey or the spicy version as well, which has some similarity to this, but still chili chicken is better, I would say. Okay, so that is it, the rough idea for you what chili chicken is about. If you go to any Indian restaurant, suddenly you see chili chicken, you're wondering what is that. So this is just like an intro for you, right? For those who want to be chefs out there, there are a lot of recipe videos for you to follow, and this is more as like to give an idea overall what it's about. Maybe you want to order it in a restaurant, what this dish is about. I just want to give you an idea. It's like a mix of spicy and sweet, spicy and soya, kind of a blend done in a nice way, right? Because if you don't know how to mix it, then you got a mess in your hands. So interestingly enough, maybe on paper, if somebody were to first written this recipe, people would have balked at it. "Hey, what are you doing? Ginger, garlic, and then throwing in soya sauce. What's going on?" Because on Indian cuisine, it has its own system of herbs and masala and all that, and Chinese food has its own system of cornstarch and how to say wine. Wine means cooking wine, and soy sauce and all these. So it's a nice blend. I forgot to mention, you can also add Chinese cooking wine into the mix of the gravy that you're making with all the soy sauce and everything. Okay, guys, enough of talking. It's time for me to dig in. If you have any personal interesting encounters with chili chicken when you ordered in a restaurant, or you know something more about the origins and all that, please do share in the comment sections. We foodies love to always share stories, right? So, okay, guys, enjoy. Bon appetit from Lazy Joe. I'm going to dig in. Bye bye. Oh, yeah, and this one is butter chicken. Later, I'll talk about that.